G'day boys, today I'll be taking you through the Scarlet Monastery solo boosting run for Paladins. I'll be breaking down each instance, which will include the Cathedral, Armory, and Library, as well as taking you through the talents and consumables and gear needed for the run. Let's get into it, boys. So first off, let's run through the talents. I found this to be the best use of talents for the Paladin, as it provides a good mix of damage mitigation and damage needed for the pool. Main talents to point out are Blessing of Sanctuary, which reduce incoming damage and also deals holy damage from blocked melee attacks. Next in the protection tree, we have one-handed weapon specialization, which increases all damage we do while a one-handed weapon is equipped by 5%. Finally, in the protection tree, we have Holy Shield, which also deals damage to blocked attacks and also increases your chance to block by 30%. Note that I only use rank 1 of this, mainly for the block chance and to keep the mana cost down, as Consecration is going to be your main source of damage here. Moving over to the Retribution tree, our main talent we take here is Vengeance, which when we hit with a critical strike, whether it be swing, spell, or ability, stacked 3 times, we get a 15% damage increase for 30 seconds for physical and holy damage. It is insane. It is so good. This is the best talent to take in the Retribution tree. Then lastly, we have 2 points in Pursuit of Justice, granting us a 10% movement speed increase, which is really helpful during the pool stage. I always go into the pool with a stack of Super Mana Potions, Blackened Basilisk, and Greater Arcane Elixir. As for buffs, I use Blessing of Sanctuary, Devotion Aura for the pull phase, and then swap to Sanctity Aura for the kill phase, and making sure Righteous Fury is applied for the 6% damage reduction, and you're good to go. The gear used for the run is all obtainable in phase 1. The time of the recording, it is currently phase 5, so a lot of this gear can be replaced with Badges of Justice gear. The rest of the gear is from Heroics, Rep Grinds, and Karazhan loot. A must-have item in this gear set that makes the pull possible is a figurine of the Colossus, which allows you to heal for 120 after blocking. The Librum I use is the Librum of Eternal Rest, which increases damage of your Consecration spell by up to 47. Feel free to pause the video here to go over all the gear. Just before we get into the run, boys, if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does let me know if the video was helpful or just straight up dog shit. If you want to catch me live, I live stream on twitch.tv/ajerky for more content. Let's get into the kill phase. Okay, so I'll quickly take you through the Cathedral. First thing you want to do is kill this guy at the start. Odds are you've got low level people in your group, so you don't want him to pull. Next, you just want to continue through the dungeon, grabbing everyone you can, grabbing these two guys at the front, and then you want to start veering over to the right and pulling everything you can, using rank 1 Consecration to pull groups of mobs, using rank 1 Righteous Fury to range pull mobs. You want to try and be as mana efficient as possible. You don't want to try to kill them yet, you just want to get them aggroed. So once you get to the Cathedral door, you want to pop Blessing of Protection so that you're able to open up the door without getting interrupted. Once in the Cathedral, run all the way to the boss, Judgment the boss to pull aggro on the entire Cathedral. A good tip here is to have Cleanse on mouse wheel up and down, so whenever you get frostbolted and slowed, you can just spam mouse wheel. You may or may not be stunned. I've had many runs where I haven't been stunned. Obviously this run I did. You just have to wait it out. Don't be too concerned about the mobs in the middle of the yard. All the stray packs will end up pulling them eventually when you get to the start. So you just want to hug again the right side, running through the hallways. When you're back to the start, we now begin the kill phase. So you want to run straight in here, hug this wall, drop Consecration, making sure we're swapping Devotion Aura out for Sanctity Aura. And immediately after Consecration, you're then popping your figurine of the Colossus so that you don't die. Once all the mobs are at low HP, they will start to run off down the hallway. At this point, you will then want to rotate over to the outside just to LOS them, get some sort of line of sight onto them, drop another Consecration, and they'll all die. Okay, so the armory is pretty straightforward. Again, you want to pull these 2 starting mobs just so that they don't aggro to any low players in your group that you may be boosting. Once the first 2 mobs are dead, you want to then proceed running through the armory. Now, you don't want to pull anything. As you can see here, I've stopped and waited for Pats to get out of my way. Just take your time with this. You will be running through all of this again, so you want to try to avoid taking as much damage as you can. The only note here on the run through is that you want to jump over these cannons here to avoid pulling these 3 mobs. If you follow the way that I'm running, avoiding all the Pats, jumping over those cannons, you won't pull anything. You'll even get right to the end and be able to unlock the boss door without having to use a bubble. You only really need to pull the boss if someone in your group is interested in the gear that he drops. So you just want to get close to the boss, pull him with judgment, and then proceed to run all the way back, pulling all the mobs you can, zigzagging, rank 1 consecrations, rank 1 judgments, whatever you need to do. Just pull all the remaining mobs all the way back to the start. If you are taking a lot of damage, you can pop rank 1 holy shield just to mitigate a bit of the damage. Okay, pull them all the way back to the start. This kill phase is really easy. Same deal, drop consecration, swap out Devo aura for your sanctity aura, and of course pop your figurine of the Colossus. Once all the mobs get to low health, they'll start to run to the other side of the room and be trapped. Just follow them over there, drop a consecration, and clean up the mess. Library is a very quick and easy run. You basically just want to run through here, running through the courtyard, grab all the outside mobs. You want to then run into the courtyard, drop a rank 1 consecration to pull the packs, and proceed to run down the hallways to pull everything. Make sure you're popping your head into each room, pulling the 3 mobs that are in each room. Now once you get to the end here, this is as far as we go. We don't go any further. We then run into this room. I normally pop an arcane explosion so that you don't have mages at the end of the room not getting hit by your consecration. Drop consecration, pop figurine of the Colossus until all the mobs are dead. Congratulations boys, you now know how to run all 3 Scarlet Monastery runs. Now get out there and make some gold. I'll see you in the next one. See you boys.